Hey everybody, welcome to Soul Tribe Huddle. Really excited tonight because we have the beautiful Angela Simson all the way from across the ditch joining us, 3 hours behind us. So really appreciate this time, honey. So I'm really blessed to have met this beautiful woman. So Ange is an NMD, is it 50 Club? Ange, I think it's 50 Club, rock star, and she is just so inspiring. Your Instagram is just flawless, girl. I mean, I'm not on Instagram, but with the times that I have seen it, it's amazing. But also, I love that you are so heart-centered. The fact that you are here, we're not even in your team, and you are here sharing for us tonight. So I'm just, and of course, social media guru, it's something that you're so good at. So I'm just going to pass the floor over to you, if I can find you. I'm going to spotlight you, Ange.
Yeah.
And go for it. You just share away.
Thanks, I will. Well, you know what? The first thing I want to share about is definitely when people say, oh my God, so good at social media and social media guru and it looks so good. I want to remind everyone when you say that I've been doing this like 7 years, pretty much full time. So I like talking about social media because I believe what we have here is so incredible and so beautiful. And you guys have such amazing product stories that I feel like you understand that. We have this amazing gift we can give to people in the way of the products, but also in the way of our incredible business. And social media for me is a way that we get to reach more people that we wouldn't necessarily reach in our day-to-day life. Most of my team I met on social media or online or on Facebook or through a group or something like that. A couple of them I knew in real life. A couple of them I've picked up from, cafes and things like that. And, I think that when you utilize this tool that we have really well, it can do really incredible things, and not just with a big following and not just doing it the way I do it, because like I said, it's been 7 years. And so as with anything, you get better with practice. You don't nail something always in the beginning, but as you continue on, you get better. So I wanted to, if you guys are interested, talk a little bit about how I'm using social media and how I teach my team to use social media, because a lot of them definitely look at me and they go, well, I can't do what you did because I don't have a following. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's true. So I've got to teach people how to do it in a way that is achievable for everyone. So like thumbs up, because I've got gallery view on. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about finding people on social media, talking to people on social media? Yep. 2 of you are like, yeah. 3 of you. Okay, good. I'm going to take that as a yes. So basically, why social media? Again, you talk to so many more people. You get to show people who you really are. So sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but say like Christmas time and, you go to like a Christmas party or you're out and you bump into someone you haven't seen in a long time and they say, hey, how have you been? What have you been up to? And like, I don't know what it is, but there's this stock standard answer that like most people use where it's like, oh, nothing much, kids are good, traveling, same old. How are you though? Like, we're like, oh, don't look at me, put the attention onto you. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I do it. And I know that a lot of my team are naturally inclined to do that as well. So sometimes in person, talking about this business, we can get a little bit nervous, right? Like get a little bit like, oh, I don't know how to talk about this. This is awkward. And so I think there's 2 things around this. Number 1 is just get really good in real life at getting people curious as to what you're doing. And then number 2 is have your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, whatever it is that you use to connect with people, a place where people go and they're like, okay, I get it. This girl's doing something really cool. So it's really nice for people to be able to go onto your social media and see who you are. And there's a few things I wanted to, a few tips I wanted to give you guys around this. And then I'm going to like talk for like another 10 minutes and then maybe do a bit of Q&A if you guys want to, or just keep talking if no one's got questions. But a second thing, or a third or fourth thing, I don't even know what number I'm up to, but another great thing about social media is you really get to gain a lot of love and trust within your community on there when you share the right way about this. So I want to teach you guys how sharing on social media in a way that people will kind of connect with you a little bit easier works. And first and foremost, when my team come on, and I shared this with Tanya and all the girls at, and a few guys at New Zealand NMD school, but I'm going to share it with you guys as well. I take my team through a process with social media, and number one is getting your Facebook page, again, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever you're using, really open and welcoming for people. Like, you want people to go onto your page, and the first thing they should see is your profile picture should be your face. It should be your face with your big smile, even if you don't like your smile. Even if you're like, oh, I don't want to put my face on there. I want pictures of my children or my cats or that, you know, beautiful landscape that was on my last holiday, that beautiful view. You know, when people go onto your page, you want them to see you, because they know, love, and trust you, or you're helping them to know, love, and trust you. And if it is your face they're seeing, then they become connected with you, especially eyes looking at the camera. This is a really, really big one. Eyes looking at the camera, smiling directly at someone. Because when your profile picture is like, you know, your children or your animals, which are like the most likely ones, you know, kids, animals, or a beautiful view that you've seen. First of all, people are kind of like, who is this person again? Like, if you went on to Maxine's page and her picture was like, you know, some gorgeous mountains and a lake, but you had met her once and you've added her on Facebook, and then you're like, who is this Maxine woman? Like, who? I can't remember for the life of me who this person is. And so people disconnect in that way. So number one is just having your profile picture as a picture of you, just you. And I say this because, you know, you can use your social media to be a great way to connect with people in and out of the business. But, you know, most importantly, it's kind of like your business card. I don't know if many people carry around business cards anymore, but this is a really beautiful way to virtually show people who you are and explain what you do. So the second thing is a beautiful cover photo. That can be your landscape, your children, your animals, you know, a picture of you with your beautiful team or whatever it may be. And then in your bio, you want to have something around your passion for health and for helping people to create an income from home, using social media or not, however you want to do it. You know, find a way that you can explain to people that you do something online, you have a side hustle, and you also teach other people how to do that. So when someone goes onto your page, the intention is that they go on, they see your beautiful smiling face. They know that you do something around health and helping people to create an income. And so from there, it's like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, who wouldn't want to have a look at more of your page? Like, if you saw someone and you were like, okay, they're into health, they make money from home, and yep, I know exactly who that person is because that's their big, beautiful face, you'd be more inclined to have a look. So your social setup, number one, would be my biggest tip. My biggest tip. I think my children are trying to get into the room. Anyway, my next thing that I think is really, really handy with social media is just showing up every single day and living the mission yourself. So who here consistently takes the products, like every day? Okay, pretty much everyone. Great. Hopefully everyone. So who here likes the complete protein and has one most days? Okay, great. So you guys can be posting that as you do it. You know, a picture of your smoothie and whatever it is that you're looking at, whether it's your kids playing, your animals playing, you're looking over outside your balcony, out your window, you're looking at a beautiful blue sky, you're watching the rain, whatever it is, just, you know, a picture of your smoothie. But better yet, a picture of you and your smoothie. Just like, I don't have a cup. It's my cup holder. Just a picture like this, just take a selfie. Just like, hey, here's me and my smoothie. I don't post product every day, but I am the exception to the rule. Because I have a lot of followers, I have a quality problem where if I post product every day, I can't keep up with all the people I'm speaking to, which is like not many people have that problem. So I post probably 2-3 times a week product, either in my hands, like the capsules in my hand, just me with my smoothie. I'll mention it in one of my stories. Like, I'll say something around my whole food nutrition supplements, something like that. Or I'll talk about the program, or I'll post a recipe in my stories. So yeah, probably 2-3 times a week to balance that a little bit more. But yeah, one thing that I notice is challenging for a lot of people, and my team as well, is getting their face on camera. Now this is, again, and like I said about the profile picture, if you can show people who you are, they are more likely going to connect with you, and then they're going to want to buy from you. Because when people understand you come from a, you know, I forget if it's Simon Sinek who says it, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. And there's something about seeing a person that really connects them with, okay, this is someone who I feel like I can trust. And this is what I mean by the eye contact in photos. It is a little bit more of a, not psychological, like an NLP. Has anyone ever heard of NLP? It's a little bit around that, you know, looking into someone's eyes and getting the trust from them. Another really great thing is seeing someone's hands. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but when you see someone's hands, you trust them more when they're speaking. So I often, if I'm doing like a story or a post, I'll make sure that I'm talking with my hands, because it helps people to know that they can trust me. It's really weird, but it's some like ancestral, like when your hands are behind your back, it's like, what are they hiding? And it internally brings up a sense of like, oh my gosh, this person's going to pull out a gun or a knife. I don't know where it comes from. Someone, I remember at a Super Saturday, Anthony Lay explained that to us, and I thought it was really funny. So yeah, that would be some of my biggest tips would be definitely, so first of all, living the mission, posting about the product every single day in some capacity, because there are people who are watching and who you have to start getting manicures again. No, you don't. You just do you. There are people who are watching, and they will watch and watch and watch. And I'll tell you, I'll go back to my story. I knew about Juice Plus for about 2 years before. Brian Marsh and his wife, they're good friends with one of my best friends. And she joined the business, and I had no idea what she was talking about. And one day we were sitting by the pool, and she pulled out her phone and said, watch this video. And I was like, what am I watching? And it was the JBT program and product video. And she's like, you got to get on these products. They're amazing. You know, I've got Sophia, my daughter, on them, and she's eating them every day. She asked me for them. They're fruits and vegetables in a lolly. And I was like, I'm a health coach. I'm good. Like, thank you. No, it was the worst way to possibly approach someone. Please never do that, ever. And so anyway, I always knew about the products. I did look into them, and I was like, look, they're great. I don't need them. 2.5 years later, I was on Instagram, and I saw Kira post about the products. She posted every single day about the business opportunity or the products. That particular day, I was in so much pain physically from being so exhausted that she was the person I purchased from. It could have been anyone. I knew Shani Thompson. I followed her. I followed Katrina Stark. I knew Brian and Fiona. That was the person who posted on the day I needed something. And this is why it is so important, guys, that you post every single day, because you don't know when your next NMD is scrolling through Instagram looking for something, and you've missed out that day of posting, but someone else picks it up and they go somewhere else. And they miss out on the opportunity of doing it with you. And you miss out on the opportunity of helping someone to basically save their life. And so I want you guys to be really mindful of that. But another thing is the face. Post your face. I have girls in my team who have the most beautiful social media. It's pictures of the capsules, pictures of recipes, you know, pictures of beaches and sunsets. And they come to me and they say, you know, I'm posting a lot and I'm reaching out to people, but I'm not getting much traction. And when I look at their page and I can see that their name isn't even on their Instagram, it's just like their brand name, but I don't actually know their name. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, say it's someone called Sarah, like, Sarah, where's your name on this? How does anyone know who you are as a person? And also, how does anyone know who you are? Not one picture of that person. So there's no trust there. So as much as possible, just getting your face on camera. And I like to say, when people are like, oh, I'm nervous about getting my face on camera, I don't think I look good, or I stutter, or I spit at the camera, or I'm cross-eyed sometimes, or, I say the wrong words, or I'm not confident on screen. The only way to get better, first of all, is to do it more often. But also, people want to see you. And when you let your insecurities hold back what you can give to the world, you're making it about you, and you're not making it about the people that you can serve and help here. And the only way that all of the NMDs and all the people who have done incredible things here have done that is by having a heart-centered mission to help other people. And the beautiful thing about this business is when we help other people, we benefit as well. We get to make an income from making an impact. And if we make it about ourselves in any way, if I came into this business and I simply said, I want to make a lot of money, I don't really care about who I help, I just want to make lots of money, I wouldn't have been successful. But my story has been, I want to create an abundant life for myself by helping other people to do the same. And when it's an I-focused mission, so when it's like, I don't want to do this because I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to approach people in case they reject me and then I feel bad, we forget and we take the focus away from how we're helping others. Okay? Does this kind of make sense? Is this landing for everyone? Some thumbs up, some nods. Okay, good. And I really drill this, like my team are sick of hearing it, but I drill this into them. If there's any time when we're saying, I don't want to do that because I feel, then we're forgetting why we're really here. Okay. When you're saying I so much, I don't feel comfortable reaching out to people, I don't feel comfortable posting my face, I don't feel comfortable following up for the third time. It's all about how you feel, and none of it is about how you can help and support other people. And that's what it's got to be. That is 100% what it's got to be. This is our heart-driven mission. This is where we get to make a difference in the world and actually live a purpose that is purposeful. So I hope that helps. I always like to talk about creating curiosity here as well. So some ways that you guys can do that with the products and the business. I mean, gosh, take a photo now of your screen, tag me, hey, we're doing training with Ange from the Gratitude Project. Not to be like an idiot, but like people who go to my page will say, wow, that girl has like 60,000 followers. Wow, whatever Keryn's doing, that's pretty legit. She's got like a girl who's got a pretty big social media following and looks like she's pretty successful in what she does. She's like, wow, incredible. That's creating curiosity. And you don't say, doing a training with my Juice Plus team, you say, wow, getting some, wisdom on social media from @Gratitude Project. People click on my link, they go, wow, and that's social proof for them. Keryn's doing something that's actually legit. Wow, Maxine's like got some pretty cool people teaching her about social media. This is creating curiosity. And when it's around the product, you guys know how to do this. Like I said, it's posting your smoothie. It's giving, your hand with the little gummies, giving them to your child, your niece, your dog. Juice Plus used to do animal products, if you guys didn't know that, which I found very interesting. They used to do pet supplements. I'm just going to read this. I had someone who I didn't even think saw my post, and I look like I'm a really successful businesswoman. It's so true. They watch. I don't know if you know this, Tanya, but you are very successful. If anyone takes a pic of the full mosaic tonight, can you please post in our group? My phone can't take the full. I'm just making sure I've not missed anything. Yeah, you talk with your hands, cinnamon. It's good. No, talk with your hands. It's okay. People trust you. It's a good thing. Yeah, so that's one big thing. Create curiosity all the time, every single day. Post a picture of you in the park with your laptop. Love that I get to work from anywhere. And then another thing I like to say with social media, you want to, most of the time, entertain, inspire, or educate. So I love to think of this as I want to either entertain by posting a funny meme or a joke or something, you know, a story about something like entertaining that I saw. I want to educate. So like when you go on my page, you'll see sometimes I'll just do a post that talks about the benefits of the products. I don't say Juice Plus because I always want to have curiosity. I want people to come to me and say, what is it? So that I can talk to them more about it. And then inspiring is just sharing things that are inspiring, sharing stories of my team who have done cool things, sharing about the travel I get to do, you know, for you guys, sharing about the events you get to go to, the things you get to learn, the people we get to learn from, all of that stuff. So when you are posting, ask yourself, am I educating? Am I entertaining? Am I inspiring? And if it's like, well, no, probably not, then just ask yourself, what's the purpose of this post right now? What's the purpose of this? Is this helping anyone? Or is it kind of just posting for the sake of posting? Tammy, I got stopped in the supermarket today by a follower. I had to think quick and recall who she is. Apologize for not ordering yet. Totally. And you know what? It's like, Tammy, this is because she's seen your face as well. I'm guessing you post your face on social media. You know, if you aren't posting who you are, then you don't have the opportunity for yourself to be memorable too. So I just went a bit over, but I thought, any questions? Like I don't have super long because my mum's here babysitting and she needs to go home and feed my stepdad. It makes him sound like a dog, but he's not a dog. If you want to come off mute or type it in or anything like that, we've still got probably 10 minutes.
I've got one, Ange.
Yes, Maxine.
So I would like to do more lives, but my question is, how many should you do, and can you do too many and start looking like you're just spamming people with lives?
Yeah. So the only thing I think about when I'm doing lives and when I'm talking to team about this is what is duplicatable. And for a lot of people, I have to be mindful of this all the time, because if I'm doing a live every day and someone's saying to themselves, can I do what she does? And they are busy and they're overwhelmed and they're like, I don't know if I can handle all of this. It could make them think that they can't do what you do. You know, they might think, oh, if I join this thing, I'm going to have to do a live every day, or I'm going to have to, you know, be super available to people. You know, you're sort of setting the guidelines. So I would stick to like 2 to 3 a week as like a good standard if you're happy to do that many. And even one of my girls does this really well, even just doing them around your life. So if you're early to an appointment and you're sitting in a car, doing a live from the car. If you're cooking in the kitchen, doing a live while you're cooking in the kitchen. So people are seeing that this fits in with your life. It's not taking away from moments. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, no, that does make perfect sense. And the other quick question I had was, I feel a bit like my Facebook feed is quite random, and I think Natalie Gamer talked a little bit about having certain pillars, and I was just wondering, would you kind of like pick 3 things to post on around your personal life? Do you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't look like a completely random.
Totally. I get what that, So some people, a really cool thing this one girl does, she's a professional speaker, and her whole thing is shoes. Every time she speaks at an event, she gets a new pair of shoes and she posts them, and it's like a big thing for her. So pretty much every week she has new shoes. But it's entertaining. You're like, we're always like, I wonder what shoes she's going to wear today. And if you ever see her speak live, it's like, what is she wearing? Which is really cool. And then some people will do like, you know, if you're a reader, posting a lot about the books that you're reading. So I think for me, the biggest thing is always staying true to who you are and what your interests are. So I love to talk about health, beauty, lifestyle, parenting. I really stick with those things. You know, I rarely deviate from them. I like to stick with the things that people know they're going to see from me. But most importantly, it's what I love talking about. If someone told me to start talking about like cleaning the house or something, like, I hate cleaning the house. It's like my least favorite thing to do. My daughter is, can you hear her? She's like banging at the door, yelling. She's going through an aggressive stage right now. But just sticking to posting things that you love, you know?
Great, thank you.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Can we see it? Oh, hold on. I'll let her in. Hold on a second. Papa, you want to come in? Come here. Come here. Do you want to come say hi?
And Nanny ate all my bread.
Nanny ate all your bread. Come here, give me cuddle. Nanny ate all her bread. This is Harper. So I mean, this kind of stuff, if you're ever doing a live and your child, niece, neighbour, it's all right, she's fine. I'm finishing up in a second. Anyway.
Maple's eating it. I'll come and have a look.
I'll come in a minute. I'll be there in a minute, okay? Okay, will you stay here with me while I finish up and then we'll go together? But, you know, just keep it real, guys. Keep it your real life, how it really rolls out, the messy moments, all of the things. People want to see and know you, you know? Do you have any tips on social media, Harper? Nothing. Nothing.
Don't let Nanny eat your bread.
Don't let Nanny eat your bread, hey?
Can you smack her?
I'm not going to smack her, no. Oh
Please.
my gosh.
Please, Mama.
Maybe later. When you go to sleep, maybe. So, on that note, anything else before I disappear and save my mum from these crazy kids? Some days I can do it completely blank with what to post. Oh, with what to post, Melissa, just your life. Anything that's interesting you, anything you're reading, watching, doing, things that you're experiencing, just your life. Sound good? Yeah. Anything else, guys?
Don't think so.
That's me.
Thank you so much, Ange. You're amazing. Thank you for your time.
So much.
Anytime, guys. Sorry I have to run so quickly, but it was really good to see all your faces. And I'll see, hopefully, all of you at conference, if not before.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you so
Bye,
much,
guys.
honey. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya, Harper.
So we have we've got something else. I've got something else that we're going to share tonight. Is our beautiful partner of the month for November, Keryn. We are going to spotlight her, and I'm just going to ask a few questions. Yeah, lots of claps.
Okay.
Yeah, so just something I wanted to just share before we get onto that, on the back of what we're talking about social media. So something that came up at NMD school, and I was going to tell you guys last week and I totally forgot, I'm sorry, is that something that we have to be really mindful. So this has come from Peter. You know how I was talking about doing our product events and live streaming it onto my Facebook page? We actually can't do that anymore. So as part of compliance, you're actually not allowed to do a video of testimonials on your page. So those live interviews that I did with customers and I did with you guys around the product, we're not allowed to do that. Business is different, but stories, we can't do that. You can share it like as a written text, like you normally do with a photo or whatever, your own testimonial, but we can't do videos. It's just that there's been a little bit of trouble around, yeah, people kind of getting their backs up around, is this actually for real? Are we making claims here? Another thing that we've got to be really careful of is we can't talk about things healing, like our things healing or being cured. So we have to be careful around what we're saying. We can say that it's supporting our health or supporting our healing, or supporting our immune systems, or however we want to say it, but we can't say that we are healing or it's healed us or anything like that, because again, it sounds like it's making claims. And I know it makes it really tricky, but we just have to be really careful around that. So we won't be doing those lives onto my page. And if you want to do any videos with any testimonials, then by all means do like a business testimonial. Those are fine. So now,
Clarify, does that include, like, if you're doing a live and it's not actually like a testimonial, but it comes up that, you know, you've been on a product or whatever and it's helping, is that still kind of considered, if it's included in your live but it's not the point of it, is that still considered like a testimonial?
no.
No. Okay, cool.
No, I don't think so. Like if you're talking about these capsules have really helped me heal, but what they're really wanting to focus on more is around the whole picture. So not so much like, you know, I started taking these capsules and now my health is like next level. We've got to talk about all the changes that we've been through. So the journey that we've been through, whether we've, you know, I mean, had counselling, or if we've tried other things, or, you know, if we, you know, if we've changed our lifestyle or whatever other changes that we have done as well. We talk about that as in a whole, if you know what I mean. Yeah, rather than just about the capsules, even though, I mean, for me, it was the capsules that changed my health. And probably for most of us too, but we can't, sadly, we can't say that in a video. Yeah, I know, it's just, they can be dragged through the court process, and we have to be really careful around that, because there's been, and all it takes is just a few neg ferrets on seeing it happen to falling upon it, and they can drag them through court that easily. So
some people just don't have enough going on in their life.
I know.
I've actually got another lady whose product I used to take, and she does psychic healing and a few other things, and she's had to shut down absolutely everything almost because she was going to get dragged through court massively, and she's just one single lady kind of thing, and she's just had to shut down everything, and she's international. She's been on TV and everything in the past, and she's healed people legit. She has had to shut down everything because people have made claims that she's healed them. And it's also bouncing back to the pharmaceutical industry and stuff. They will just squash us really fast. And they'll squash our product too. So
that's the sad thing about it. I mean, even, you know, cancer sufferers that have healed their bodies or the cancer from just juicing or doing it a natural way, and yet, you know, if they say that they've healed their body this way, then they could get in big trouble as well. It's just mad, because at the end of the day, it's our own testimonial, it's our own story, and it used to be that no one can do that.
Yeah, but what I wanted to ask is, Tanya, we can actually say that they improve your immunity because that's scientifically proven.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Max. So you can say that it's supporting your immune system, that, you know, it supports your systems, but you can't say that it's healed me of asthma, for example. And I'm not saying you said that, but, you know, that's just an example.
Well, I probably have, actually. I might have just said it now.
No, I don't think you did. But you know, like, for example, you know, I was really careful the other day that I didn't talk about, well, even, you know, on the small, you know, before when we had the event, was that I didn't talk about how it's healed us of asthma and hay fever, that it's actually supported our immunity, so it's reduced our symptoms. It's helped, you know, you just, and it's just being mindful. It's a really hard one, but yeah, being mindful of it.
PC.
I agree with you, son. I do. Yeah, I know it sucks.
No, the pharmaceutical gangsters are evil. They will do, you know, they don't care. They only care about money.
Yeah.
They don't care how many people they kill. I mean, I know that for a fact.
Yeah. I'm just
from that.
I'm just going to totally go off track here and say you girls are looking fantastic. Your skin is just glowing. I'm just loving it, all of you. Like, what are you doing? Are you on Juice Plus or something?
Oh my God, no way.
I know, it's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to spotlight the beautiful Keryn now. Hey, gorgeous.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi. So congratulations on getting Partner of the Month again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but that's all good.
Yeah, no, it's great. So I really just wanted to really ask you, because we don't have to go through your whole story. You've already done that, right? The first time you got Partner of the Month. But just wanted to really ask you, what's changed for you?
I've grown up. In a nutshell.
No, you have not. Shush. Don't be ridiculous.
Because I know things have really changed for you. And what was it that made that change happen?
Oh, FOMO with all my other teammates, I'll be honest. Both here, across the ditch in Australia, and in America. No, I think it started with the boot camp, I think. Yeah, it is FOMO. I'm not going to lie. And just keeping up with things. I know we're not meant to do the comparison thing, and I'm being very good about not doing that. However, there's something about about doing things as a group with our tribe, you know what I mean? And it's not just our circle here, our soul tribe group, but having all this other things going on. It's definitely allowed me to just say, have we got any kids on? WTF, do what the hell I need to do. Admittedly, been lazy, used the fear factor and playing small. We've talked about that. Just decided that enough is enough. I don't know if anybody was on your last night when you were presenting about the pain theory, but I, like you, I get more motivated on a pain level versus the pleasure level. I have figured that out. I've also, I think, been doing a lot of soul searching as to what I really want, where I'm going, and again, tick marking that box for pain. And my vision down the track, I have a hard time feeling and getting motivated into. So I've had to bring it all the way back to, what the hell do I need to do to get through this day, you know? And what do I need? I have to do small chunks for me, because otherwise it gets freaking overwhelming, because as you all know, I still have a day job and I want to keep my integrity on that level with them as well, but I also want to obviously work on my own dreams. Thankfully, I'm with the day job people. They're pretty cool, and I've been taking lots of stolen moments to achieve the daily sort of DMO. And some days like today, I've completely fallen over. Time's got away from me, so I will just do my bare minimum after this call and follow up.
So when you said before about, you know, how enough was enough and you were playing small,
yeah,
what weren't you doing and what are you doing now?
Right. I wasn't inviting people to take a look at things because I was worried about what they were going to think. I was worried that they were going to disconnect, not like me, defriend me. So I wasn't doing that. I wasn't being brave, and I wasn't stepping into the arena called life going, this is me and it's about, you know, me and what I want to achieve. I know we don't talk about the I thing, but it's what I want to do and where I need to go in order to help people to, you know, raise everybody up, not just myself. And I'm still working on trying to do the friend thing on social media. That one I am truly struggling with, and I'm not sure why, but I'm going to get there. You know, I have 36 people sitting in my want to be a friend thing, but I hate to say this, they're all Juice Plus people. And while I love everybody, I don't want my Facebook full of Juice Plus product posts and things like that. So I've sort of, for me personally, I've just kept it at the people that, you know, do a lot for me and who I resonate with more. It sounds really bad. I can always look them up and check them out, but I want to add or make my world wider. So yeah, that's been a really big challenge, and I'm going through that mountain right now, but I will get there. I think for me personally, given my age range and where I'm at, it's been more, for me, it's picking up the phone, to be honest, with the people that I know, and I've transitioned into face-to-face, you know, for me personally.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've got really good at my story. The other thing I've done is after doing the Nourish on Friday in Auckland and followed by the Super Saturday, Celine said something that resonated with me, and it's being out loud and proud. of what I do. So I've more solid in the product, more solid in the business, and that's really just been my my journey so far.
Yeah. So what is it you're afraid of with inviting friends?
Still struggling with the not being liked and the defriend thing.
I mean, as in adding new friends, I mean.
Rejection.
Okay. Yeah. It's great. Thanks for your honesty, Keryn. So did you take anything tonight from what Ange was talking about it being about others and not about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's I think every day now I wake up with who am I able to help? You know what I mean? Who needs the help? I believe I've been authentic throughout this whole process. So it's just getting back into more in tune with me, even more so. And what I've found is since doing the boot camp, I've had people that I've known for years who have come back to me. Just tonight, I've got a whole spiel from a girlfriend, Linda, who's been out of a job and doing whatever. Yeah, please send me the video on this business that you're doing. I've got another one, Lydia, said, love helping friends out with their businesses and that kind of thing. She's got a whole box of Isogenics in her wardrobe because it hasn't worked for her. And she's ended up with a store stomach. But just by saying, hey, I really want you to be a part of the business, this is what I'm getting back. So it's just really instilling or validating that I am being me and people are going to love me for who I am, and just go for gold. And again, it's not personal. It's not about me. It's about them saying no to the opportunity, be it
That's right.
the product level or the business level.
Amen. That's said absolutely beautifully. I mean, when you think about it, we are always going to be rejected in this business. Always. I've had a whole day of rejects. I've had a whole day of people saying no or ignore, not responding to me, or, and, I got to the end of the day and I thought, God, this is, is this really worth it? But then you get a yes and it feels like it's worth it. It's just keeping on going and doing the do, because at the end of the day, those people that you have asked like months ago might come back one day and say, okay, I'm ready now. Yeah. And I really want, I want to be part of what you're doing. So and rejection, being really strong and accepting that we are going to get rejection, and it's not about us, it's definitely about the business or the product, that they aren't interested in that at the time. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a no forever, it's just a no for now. So yeah, and I guess that's about believing in yourself and accepting that it's not you, Keryn, right? Stepping outside of yourself and going, it's about them, it's not about me.
For sure. And I think that's been my biggest takeaway. I mean, my entire life I've been a people pleaser. So it's 47 years worth of same patterns of behavior, thinking, and that processing that I can successfully say I've done it in a year since getting on this. It hasn't been easy, but, and sometimes you fall off the bandwagon. You just got to get back up again. Because every day we are given a brand new page in our book of life. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's up to us how we want to write that page for that day and how we respond and choose to think about it. So for me, it's been a huge mindset change as well. And and it's work. It's constant work to make sure that the thought processes go positive versus negative.
Yeah, absolutely. That's gold right there. And the thing is, the only person that is going to, or the only thing that's going to stop you from getting successful is yourself.
Correct.
The only person that is standing in the way of you and your dreams is yourself. So if you decide that you actually don't want to do this, that you can't be bothered inviting people, that you can't be bothered reaching out, that, even though you know that you've got like 5 minutes and you can send a couple of messages in 5 minutes, but you can't be bothered doing that, then at the end of the day, you've only got yourself to blame because you didn't do the work. You're standing in between yourself and your dreams. So no one else to blame there. And, you know, it's just all about mindset. It's all about, you know, like Keryn says, it's about deciding that you're going to do it anyway, that you're going to have a bare ass minimum. So there's going to be a minimum of things. You know, we all have shit days. We all have days that are really busy. And so it's knowing that you've got a minimum of things that you've got to do in that day if you don't have time. So last question, Keryn, because I know you've got lots to get back to. But what is your DMO? Can you tell us what your DMO is?
Oh my God. Right. 5 o'clock starts for me. Or no, 5:30. My DMO goes like this. Knock out the, it says 7 on my Teamsy. Reach outs, I do 10. I follow up with my customers. I don't have a lot, but I like to check in with them to make sure that they're doing okay. That's either via phone call for the oldies, email, or message. Of late, since doing the boot camp, I will go through and do a minimum of 5. Hey, do you want to be interested in the business? Because at the moment I need team. So that's where I'm concentrating on my goals. Do 5 of those, and then because obviously it's cumulative, I will follow up with those who have said yes or no as well. So that's been this week at least 3 or 4 a day. Then I like to post at least twice a day. One is a product post, be it the complete shakes, be it the capsules, be it whatever else, baking, that kind of thing, recipes, whatnot. And then I also like to I like to say good morning to everybody. So for me, it's a minimum of a post. Happy Motivational Monday, Happy Wisdom Wednesday, Happy Thankful Turn It Up a Notch Thursday. So I do one of those each day anyway.
I love them.
That's the inspirational side of things that Ange was talking about. I like people to start their day off sprinkling their magic. What else do I do for my DMO? Follows, links. And then when I'm lucky and it works, I freaking get on the virtual office and go bada boom, bada bing, send the freaking order, and we're good to go.
Great. And has that happened since boot camp, that DMO?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. Awesome. So you're a rock star, and it won't be long. You're only 1 order away from SDVF. Just saying, everybody, 1 order is all she needs. I know. She's so close.
I'm gonna get the freaking cigar for this month.
Yeah, you are. You're going to do it, girl. So thank you so much for your share. Well deserved.
Thanks for listening.
And for so much, support. I know for me, you were amazing for our Christmas dinner and event that we had with Adam and Ange. I really appreciated that, because I wouldn't have been able to do half the stuff that you did. And I know it's because you're in town, but actually you are just amazing at organising. And even on the night, you spent more time running around than actually sitting down and socialising. So I really appreciate you.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, like I said, a little bit competitive here. I'm an Aries. It's called Soul Try, putting on Wellington, Kapiti, Lower North Island region on the freaking map. Look out, Gold Coast. Look out, freaking Phoenix. We're on the rise.
Keryn, I just wanted to say something about you saying that you don't accept friends from other Juice Plus people. I don't either anymore, because I used to. And these random Juice Plus people that friended me, they started kind of pinching my posts and sharing my posts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't anymore. And also, why? What's the point? You're just going to end up needing to unfollow them, so you're feed isn't full of Juice Plus stuff anyway. So I was just going to say I'm with you on that. I don't either, unless they're in our team, unless they're in a wider team.
Yeah, I'm the same. I do the same thing. I've got a whole stack of them too, invites. But one thing I will say is for any team, any in here, especially if you're new, it's really good to kind of friend team that have been in the business for a little bit longer, because it helps you to give you some ideas around what they're doing. So yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I would say. But when it's the wider team like that and you don't even know them, then absolutely, I'm with you and Max.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I have some that obviously resonate with me and inspire me. That's who I've connected with those people. But I just, like I said, I don't want. We're all about sharing and that kind of thing, but I don't want my entire feed to be nothing but Facebook, because that will turn people off. No matter how much we post on our own personal thing, like. Maxine's Queens and Means, her amazing photographs for food and everything else. If that's only one or two, and then you got 50 million people who are connected in JP, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. It's better to connect with people who are inspiring in another way. That's what I find, that aren't Juice Plus people that are inspiring to me. Yeah. And then I can actually use that to work upon myself and share into my JP business, rather than like being inspired by some other JP person, like pinching all their stuff and sharing it. It's better to bring in something else from the outside. That's just my take anyway.
Yeah, completely agree. Good example for me is Jen, the girl that was over here with the broken jaw. Connected with her. She's obviously on JP, but she's like a writer and a aspirer and everything else. So it's good to have her outlook on it. And
because they're just coming from the same spiritual sort of heart space, but they're coming at it from a different angle, which is really enriching. Whereas in Juice Plus, you can end up in a bit of an echo chamber, I think. That's how it sort of feels to me. Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, so I think we will finish there on that note. Thank you for sharing, Keryn.
Thanks for listening, ladies and gents.
Thanks. So good to see you all tonight. Great. And next week, let's just have some champagne and a hang, because it's Christmas.
What?
Yeah.
Say that again.
It's
I think I heard that.
It's Christmas.
Let's have what?
Let's have champagne and a hang.
I think you're a bit early, Karen. One more week.
But that's okay. But if we leave it till the next week, then that'll be Christmas Day, and no one will want to hang out on Christmas Day. So let's next week just bring champagne. I've got a few kind of little awardy things that I'm going to give out. Because it's fun, because I like doing recognition and stuff. So let's do that and bring some wine or champagne or something, or some whatever you want, and your Christmas party hats. Yeah, I know, Sin. I know you've got a Christmas party hat hiding in there.
I wear a tiara, just saying.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, you can have the tiara, Maxine. You're the queen.
Baroness, bring your crown.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking forward to it already. Have an amazing week, guys. And you know what? We're on 10 customers already for the month. So are we going to get to 50?
Well, I'm putting another one through tonight.
Oh, yay, Sin. Another one. Is that your second one for the month?
For the week.
Rockstar.
She schooled you.
Three goes to you, girl. Yeah, do that little dance.
And funnily enough, because both of them are just out of the blue, contacted me. Here I go.
Here we are. So that just confirms what Keryn was just talking about too. It really does work. Just keep reaching out and keep talking to them, keep posting. Awesome. Okay. Have a beautiful evening, ladies. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.